Hello my beautiful people. My name is Marina, welcome to my Holiday Addict channel, and today I am in North Macedonia. Lake Ohrid, to be precise. Yes, I am talking about Lake Ohrid, where ancient history, crystal clear waters and postcard perfect views all come together to blow your mind. This is the oldest and deepest lake in Europe. Old town of Lake Ohrid is very beautiful with narrow street, and all buildings date back to Ottoman times. So Ohrid, old town. Nice time to go for a walk because it's mid-afternoon, it's really hot. People on the beach, having lunch, having the drinks, try to get out from the hottest time of the day. You can drive here, and we did because we stayed in town. But trust me, it's very scary. Trust me, it's very scary driving this town because the obviously roads are narrow and everybody's staring at you like, what the hell are you going? What are you doing? And you're like, oh, should I drive here? Should I drive here? But we are staying right in the center, and we can park our car because we rented a car right outside of the apartment. But tomorrow we're about to get out to go see what's surrounding this area, and I'm a little bit worried about how I can get out and how I can get back in, because it's everywhere one way, you just go in the circles. So there you are. I wouldn't recommend you drive around the Ohrid old town. Right, this is our apartment in Ohrid. Traditionally you're supposed to film it before you come in, but it was too late and we were too tired. So we have 2 bathrooms, long corridor, and 2 bedrooms. This was one, plenty of the wardrobe space. This is a 2nd bathroom. Did you notice the shower? Both of the showers was like a really small one. There is no shower head. This was a bit inconvenient. So, and this is the 2nd bedroom. Nothing to wow about, but nothing complain either. 300 euros for 5 nights. The only problem I had, I was sleeping in this bedroom. Behind these windows on the back is a bar. So I was clubbing in my bed until 12 o'clock at night, and then 6 in the morning they come pick up all the empty bottles. So there wasn't an amazing sleep, but we enjoyed it. Location, it's amazing. So if you come out, you are right smack bang in the middle of old town. So you cannot fault location. So any minuses, turn it to pluses. By the way, if you like this video, don't forget to like it. Subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos coming up. If you don't like this video, tell about this to your enemies and let them suffer and watch it. Thank you in advance. So if you're in this region in Ohrid, sorry, I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on because it's so sunny, unbelievable. So if you're in this region, you will see everywhere they're selling Ohrid pearls, original Ohrid pearls. There is a difference about Ohrid pearls Iranians because they have a special techniques made of fish leftovers, so fish skin coating. There are two shops. I will put on the screen the name of them because I cannot remember really from the top of my head. They are two the original shops who has this technique. They're still fighting about who was the first because it's actually come from Russia. The story goes that one of them bought from one Russian traveler this recipe for this coating for pearls. But another shop claimed that they was the first, and that Russian guy left them this recipe because he's become a very good friend of the owner. But every single shop, you walking in the main street, the high street, and everywhere, even street sellers offering you this Ohrid pearls. I don't think the real one, but if you're on a budget, you can just buy it. They probably wouldn't be original Ohrid pearls because original one cost a lot of money. One of the shops, they actually even sold the pearls to our late Queen Elizabeth, and some celebrities was buying from them. So I don't think it will be the same quality as you get in these little shops, especially when you can buy necklace or earrings for 10 euros. I don't think the real Ohrid pearls, but you can buy it as a souvenir, come home as a memory, and I probably will, because jewelry, I'm not talking about like expensive one, but the holiday earrings, rings, this is the things that you bring from holiday instead of the souvenirs. So I'm gonna find myself some nice Ohrid original pearl jewelry. You see a lot of shops have these pearl necklaces. They're all different style, different prices. But to be fair, I would be quite cautious even to buy the expensive one. You don't know what you're buying. Also, if you're in Ohrid or anywhere in North Macedonia, any places you go, even if you go to shop and you see designer stuff or original stuff, or like I did this Nike, I will be very cautious what you're buying. If you love it, get it. But do not expect it to be original, because it's a lot of fakes here, including sunglasses, trainees, clothes. If you look at North Macedonians, you will think they're all loaded because all of them wearing designer gear and Armani and Ralph Lauren. But reality is, you can go and buy fake stuff here on the market, but I wouldn't be really sure that shops actually sell the original stuff. They might charge you more, but they're still quite cheap to be real. This is what I mean. Look, Christian Dior and Prada in the same shop as they sell costumes like this and dresses like that. So I highly doubt it's going to be an original Prada or Christian Dior trainers. Well, my kids is all tired and sun-drunk. They are in the room. So I decided I have a little browse, make a bit of video for you, my lovely, lovely people. So remember to subscribe or at least like this video. And I got a bit lost, so many little streets. And I got thirsty, I popped into local supermarket. And you know, like we thought it was gonna be cheap, and it's a lot cheaper. There is a supermarket on the main square with the touristy bit, and a can of Fanta costs them just under £1. When I was a local supermarket, I got bottle of water, can of Fanta, and it was 40p. This is how cheap it's here, if you know where to go. So a little bit later, I will talk to you all about money, all about prices, pros, cons, and what you should do, what you should bring cash or card, how much it's gonna cost. So watch this video to the end. Or if you don't want to see what's North Macedonia like, but you just want to know how much it all cost, skip this part and watch it. So you can swim in Lake Ohrid, but do not expect it to be sandy, soft sand beaches. You're gonna be just lying here on the gravel and enjoy lovely, actually quite warm water. I thought the lake water will be freezing, but it's not. It's lovely, very refreshing, not too hot, not too cold, just right. Ohrid Boardwalk, not only beautiful to walk through, but also taking you to the best beaches on the Lake Ohrid. Crystal clear water, sunbed, and a lovely restaurant to have a drink or lunch or dinner. There is even a beach, tiny one with sunbeds. But here feels more like a proper holiday resort feel. I know this building looks like abandoned, and it is, but I think because of fire. From other side, you can see like it's been burned down. Okay, Macedonian health and safety, beer boxes. I'm now in Samuel's Fortress. I'm going to have my sunglasses on, I'm sorry, because it's ridiculously hot and sunny. So it's cost just over £2 to come in here. It's 150 dirhams. And I don't know, is it really worth it or not, but let's be honest, if you've seen one fortress, you've seen them all. But the views from here are incredible. So I think it's worth just to take, for the views, to take nice, lovely pictures, because otherwise it's nothing really to see here, just a couple of stones. But remember, if you are here and decide to visit it, the closing at 3:30 in the afternoon, so make sure you get here in the morning. Plus now, 3 o'clock is really, really hot. As much as I said that if you've seen one fort, you've seen them all, Samuel's Fortress is a very significant to the Macedonian history. It was built on the place of an earlier fortification dated to the 4th century BC, which was probably built by the King Philip II of Macedon. During the late 900s, King Samuel of Bulgaria restored the fortress by rebuilding it into the medieval style stronghold, which still stands as it today. So So I'm going down to see Basilica Vasilisa. I think I pronounced it correctly. It's not far from a fortress, so you can see it all at the same time. And the walk is actually quite nice through this, look at this, lovely forest, giving you a little bit shade to escape from a heat. The St. Clement Monastery Church. The original church is believed to have been built when St. Clement arrived in Ohrid at the request of Boris I of Bulgaria and restored an old church, but was fully finished only in 2002. It is located on the archaeological site Plaosnik. Next to the church are the ruins of the monastery school that Clement built on the ruins of the early 5th century basilica. The foundation of the 5th century basilica have been preserved in front of the new church. Clement built its own tomb in the church in which he was buried in 916. Almost 150 graves found around the church suggest that it was also in a hospital. Free entrance, but there is an entrance fee for the archaeological site Plaosnik. Just visited this site and the church, an archaeological site. It's 150 dirham to come in, just over £2. What I think, if you want to see a lot of pile of rocks, then yes. End of the day, you know, they're all called this archaeological sites, but they all look the same. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, unless they have some sort of things attached to it. Here is like literally a pile of rocks. No different that you can see under this building. You see there is as well an archaeological site. I could have stopped here and saved myself £2. But hey, I've been in the church. It's actually very small but very pretty inside. And I thought I couldn't come in, but no, they have there like a skirt, things to cover yourself up, because you cannot go in with bare arms and bare legs into the Orthodox churches. I think you can't really into Catholics, but people just do this anyway, but it's really strict in Orthodox churches. So yeah, if you're interested in things like this, it's worth it. If not, you can skip it. As I just previously mentioned, there you are, all these archaeological sites. Before entrance, you can see it for free. The short walk from a fortress with a beautiful scenery takes you to the calling card of the old North Macedonia. And this is the calling card of North Macedonia. If you search on Google for North Macedonia, look on any other source, you will see this picture. And this is Church of St. John, the Theologian at Kaneo. Long name, took me a while to remember. But look at these views and boats taking people here. And it's truly stunning views from here. What I noticed, look at the roads. All this trip is not for people with walking difficulties. And stones, because they've been polished by so many feet, quite slippery. And There are lots of steps because of course it's very hilly. A beautiful church located in an incredible location on the cliffs overlooking Lake Ohrid. Built at the end of the 13th century. Even with your eyes closed, it is impossible to take a bad picture of this jewel. Ohrid has a lot of statues too. Look, one here and just another one not far. Just right there. And there's one more. You can't see it from here, but it's right in this square. There. You see a bit further down? 3 statues in one square. Did you notice this statue? Because they didn't want to have a naked man in the middle of town. He is wearing underwear. When sun goes down, Ohrid Old Town comes to life. Shops, restaurants and live music everywhere. Macedonia is a very family-oriented place, so stuff to do for children are everywhere and restaurants welcome them to all hours. We were very lucky that week we were visiting Lake Ohrid. International Folk Festival was in full swing. Well, it's quiet for a second, but you will hear music in the background in a minute. And there is some sort of an event. Is the band playing? I don't know, maybe it's a charity. I have no idea. But what surprised me, I just got my beer. They have a stand there, and I thought I'm gonna get myself a beer and enjoy a little bit of music because my teenagers in the room because they're tired and sun drunk. And I said, "How much is the beer?" And he said, "Nothing. How much do you want?" So basically, you put as much as you think your beer worth in a box, and you could take it for free, or you can put 100, 200, whatever you think your beer is worth. Can you please tell me any charity event in UK or any other country in Europe would be giving away free beers and free drinks? They actually had stronger drinks like rakia and stuff like that, and Coke for soft drinks. And it's really, really busy, and I'm really enjoying myself. Just sit around, chill out. People know here how to have a good time without getting extremely pissed and have a fight. Look, there's some people on the boat enjoying music. You know how they're saying when you get older, especially women middle-aged, you get menopausal and you have a brain fart? Well, my brain fart brought me here. I'm going to do paragliding. I must have been crazy. I don't even like height, but I'm doing it. This is how we're driving for our paragliding. One of the guys in the boat. How are you feeling, Ty? Excited?
Yeah, alright, yeah. Excited so far. Maybe nervous in a minute.
We are on Jablanica National Park, Jablanica Mountain, 1800 meters takeoff. And now we'll make a briefing, explain about the progress, and we will go to enjoy to fly.
Thank you.
Your legs down. Wait. Down. Stand up.
Well, all done. That was amazing, amazing. I highly recommend to do it. If you are here in North Montenegro, I will leave a link in description to this company. I really enjoyed it, and it wasn't scary at all. Maybe for a second.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler, what do you think?
That's amazing, wasn't it?
Was it good?
It was amazing, definitely. Oh.
When you're here in North Macedonia, you buy the water, what would you like to do? Of course, you would like to do a boat trip. There are several options here. You can have 15 euro very large boat. It's just there right behind me. There, look right there. But bear in mind, they can have up to 150 people on the boat. When we were now, it took nearly 10 minutes to have all the people to get off the boat. Or for 25 euros, you can have one of those smaller boats, which behind me. And if you're on a budget, both of these options are amazing. But if you have extra spare pennies, you can do what we did. Our boat trip was more than double. We paid 47 euros. But first of all, it's a small boat. They picked up us at 8:30 in the morning, and because it was a small boat, we could go in the places big boats could not get. First of all, we stopped by the Bay of Bone. We could not get obviously there. We only could look from the sea, from the lake. But we come close enough to see everything. And after that, we went to Trapeze, which is considered to be Saint-Tropez of Macedonia. Beautiful village, absolutely stunning. We had a walk, we had a beautiful view. Then, sorry, I have to stop for a minute because some bloke was shouting for some Adam there, really loudly. So after that, we stopped in a very nice little church, which you only can get by small boat. We had a tea, coffee, soft drinks there, used toilet, and after that, going back on the boat, I got to Now. In Now we spent an hour and a half, and a stunning place. On the way back, we come back to the church, and we had an absolutely amazing lunch. Our captain cooked, it was Macedonian lunch. We had barbecue, salad, grilled vegetables, chicken stew. It was amazing. plus you had unlimited soft drinks, unlimited red or white wine or beer all the way through all the trip. And then we come back, we had lunch for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We had a swim for an hour and a half, and then we come back. Overall, it took just over 8 hours. And I know it's more than double, but believe me, you get 4 times of value for money. Considering 25 euros for a boat trip with nothing else, how much you will spend for lunch? 12-15 euros each? There you are, you're almost there. And the experience we've got. So if you do have spare money, I will leave link in description for that said travel agents. Book that all-day trip. It's amazing. Ready to have a fun?
Probire. Hello. Just a little bit taste. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you can mix it with cola. Many people like it that way. And if you don't like it that way, you just throw it to the fishes. They love it. They're Macedonia. They have no choice.
Throw it into my...
Very smart. And if you want to throw it away, just try to not that I see you, because it's for me very painful. Rakia is in Macedonia a holy thing. So, would you like to try a little bit? You have no choice, huh? After all the speech. There you go. Yes. Wherever you go, in which house you go,
Have to drink HiA.
Homemade, it's always different. It's impossible to be the same. It's real now. I know what it is. Different way. I mean, the way it's same, but just.
The Bay of Bones is an archaeological museum on the Lake Ohrid. It gets its name from the large number of animal bones uncovered during underwater excavation, alongside other artifacts like wooden piles and pottery. So we have a quick stop on our boat trip in Turpete. They actually call it Central Pair of North Macedonia. And you know why? The views are from here. Beautiful. Just look at that. Very small village, but really beautiful. I don't know how far it is from everything else. I think I need to check on Google Map, maybe about 30 minutes drive. It would be nice to stay here, but I think it would be quite boring. They have beautiful restaurants, few, but there's not much life here. If you like really quiet holidays, this is the place for you. Well, next part of our boat trip is arrive in Naum. It's quite beautiful here, quite pretty. There's a beach there. There's a lot of shops and restaurants, but we're not gonna eat anything because our lunch is included. But there's a nice place to browse around. So let's have a look what shops have to offer. Probably the same stuff as everywhere else. Just as a standard tourist stuff. Necklaces, magnets, and so on. There's a long alley, like a promenade next to lake. They are toilets here, but you have to pay for them. Although this beach is much more developed, I mean look, it's all cabanas here and sandbeds. And my kids on the floor. The water here not as good. A lot of people like here because it's more sandy, as you can see, sand. But I think where we are, the quality of the beach is so much better. how tiny these babies. Oh, I don't know where they're shouting from. I can't see them. But look at how crystal clear water is. Look at the water. When you are in Naum and you have a time to do so, I highly recommend to do a rowing boat ride over the Black Drin Springs, known for the transparent blue and exceptionally clear waters that feed the lake. This trip will take you through breathtaking nature and it's very tranquil. It costs 25 euros per boat, so if it's a few of you, then it's not that expensive. It's a really nice place. So even if you don't want to spend all day here and you just take 15 euros boat trip and come here for an hour and a half with a big boat, it's still a nice place to come. What a nice place is to have food at Cabana where it is. St. Naum Monastery really worth of your time also. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time, but again, if you are there for a full day, you definitely should visit. Monastery is surrounded by a complex of gardens lit by fountains and roses. The last stop on our boat trip was a lunch, cooked by the captain himself, and it was delicious. Homemade wine complemented it really well, and we didn't want the day to end. Well, in this little moment, I have a little moan. I just show you the restaurant is just here, and it's right, you see, on the main square. But probably there are quite a few places doing it. Be careful, because, well, you can't really say it's ripped off, but I did felt like I've been ripped off. Everywhere you have a price when they bring you receipt and you pay for it. On the bottom it just says there, if you like it, you can leave a tip. So when they bring me bill and I pay them in cash, I was 400 dirhams short. And I said to them, oh, you bring me less change is supposed to be. Waiter said, oh no, this is as a tax. This why 400 dirhams was a tax. I said, no, it's not, because obviously I'm Russian and they have same language, same Kyrillica. So it says the vkusno, which means tasty, give us more money. He brought another waiter, and that waiter said exactly the same. No, it's a tax. But the thing is, I know it's not. Obviously, I've got a bit cheesed off. I didn't give them any tip. And we never been back to that restaurant ever again, because it is cheating, because they thought we are foreigners. We spoke English because I was there with my kids speaking English. So they thought that we would not know any better. But the problem is that I would have given them that tip anyway. 400 dirhams is just over £4, and our bill was like 3,000 or whatever. I would give them tip anyway, but because they did this, I actually took all my money, never give them any tip, and we never been back there since. And the food was actually really, really good, and we would be back if they didn't do that again. So by cheating out of 400 dirhams, the owner of that restaurant lost probably maybe 5,000 dirhams, because we've never been back. And if they didn't do that, we would. So when you pay, remember, or when they bring you a bill, tax already included, because otherwise you would think they were right and you will tip on the top. So you basically double tip. I mean, obviously if you're American, you probably will be okay with it, but I'm a cheapskate and I felt that I've been ripped off. So be careful, and I would not recommend that restaurant to anyone. The Cathedral of Saint Sophia in Ohrid, perhaps originally built in the 10th century by Boris II, seems to have been rebuilt as a dome basilica and redecorated in the 11th century by Archbishop Leo of Ohrid. The Church of Saint Sophia is renowned for its miraculous survival through the times. Despite the Ottoman conquest, which saw many churches converted into mosques, Saint Sophia retained much of its original structure and artistry. This resistance makes it not only a testament to the past, but an enduring symbol of cultural identity. Its interior frescoes are considered some of the best preserved Byzantine artwork in the Balkans. There are plenty of amazing restaurants in Lake Ohrid. Choose any. Seriously, we didn't have a bad meal once. Many traditional Macedonian dishes and of course pizza, burgers and so on. I would fly there just to have another lunch by the lake. Definitely try Ohrid trout, but expect to pay at least 30-40 euros because fishing of the Ohrid trout is highly controlled and only a certain amount can be fished throughout the season, so the high price. And don't miss the local bakeries. All pastry it's out of this world and it's cheap. I mean cheap. Pretzel 20p and meat or cheese stuffed pie is just over £1. Let's talk a little bit about money. In North Macedonia, they have their own currency called dinar, and the money is actually quite beautiful. This is 1,000 dinar, and look, there's lovely icon on it. They're very colorful. Look, they come in 2,000, 1,000 dinar, 200, 100. Look, they are really, really beautiful money there. And when you come here, or if you come here and you shoot, if you have a chance, remember in North Macedonia, cash is king. They do take cards in supermarket and some of shops, most especially if it's expensive shops, they do, and normal shops. In the restaurants, almost all of the restaurants, but some of the restaurants, you need to look for the sign. It says there, cash only. Also, if you take a trips, like when we took paragliding and when we took boat trip, they only take cash. But you can pay in euros or local currency in dinars. There is another advice. If you come from UK, I cannot say about US dollars because obviously I was looking at the British pounds. Exchange rate is not very good. So I would recommend exchange money in UK into euros and bring euros here, because the work out, when I change euros in UK, it's work out that pounds is about 71 dinar and a euro 61 dinar. But if you do not exchange, you bring pounds here, they're giving you 61 dinar for euro and 66 for a pound. So you're gonna lose a lot in exchange. And even though you change euros to pounds to euros and then you change euros to dinar, it still work out a lot better. You can pay by card, but of course you have to pay fee using non-sterling fee. If you decide not to bring any cash here because you decide, oh, I don't want to carry cash just in case if I lose it, remember, every cash machine charge commission fee here, and some of them 10-13% from the amount you take. Plus, of course, you will get charged by your own bank because you using foreign currencies. We managed to find one cash machine who had a standard 360 dinar, which is about £5. Doesn't matter how much money you take, just standard. Apparently there is a free, you can take for free, but we could not find any of those machines. Everywhere they charge between 10 to 15%. So you're gonna lose quite a bit of money. Or if you found a cash machine which is very low fee, take as much as you can. As I said, cash is king in this country, and everywhere they prefer cash. At the end of our holidays, you can see I burned myself very badly today. So we have one day left. How much did it cost us? if you watch my video and you thought, oh my god, it's amazing, I want to go to North Macedonia, how much will it cost? Bear in mind, we're here in July, which is high season, but in UK, kids only break up from school today, 18th of July today, so today is the last day at school. So if you decide to fly tomorrow, you already will get flight prices, school holiday prices. We flew 1 week ago, we flew last Friday, and it wasn't school holidays yet, and it cost us £630 for 3 people. So it's £210 each for return flight. And accommodation, we didn't book the hotels, we stayed in apartments. So we stayed 3 nights in Skopje, 6 nights here, and then we're gonna have another. And it cost me €550 for 3 of us for 10 nights. I think it's extremely cheap. And accommodation in Skopje was amazing. Here was really good. Not fantastic, but really good. And I'm just looking forward what's another 2 nights gonna be in Skopje. So I have this plan to visit every ex-Yugoslavian country, because in early 90s Yugoslavia broke up into different countries, and so far I've been in Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, now I'm North Macedonia. So Serbia and Slovenia left, and Kosovo. Depends where you're from, country, region, Kosovo left. So 3 places I would like to see, and Slovenia probably will be left to last, because actually we booked trip there 3 times, and 3 times we had to cancel. So I'm a bit worried that that country is jinxed. They don't want me to come. First time my husband got very ill, had to cancel. Second time was COVID, we had to cancel. And third time my mom got ill. For those who doesn't know me, my mom had a dementia, and she was very, very unwell for many years. And we had to cancel our trip because we find out that she's very ill, we could not leave her alone. So there you are. So I think Serbia next, maybe Kosovo, and I think we'll leave Slovenia maybe until next year. See how it's going. That's it, our holiday is over. We are in the Skopje airport, just waiting for boarding, go home. So what do I think of North Macedonia? Should you come here? Well, definitely yes. I know it's very, very rough around the edges. It's a little bit dirty, it's a little bit weird, but nature is amazing. Prices is really cheap, and you will really enjoy it. If you're really into 5-star Polish holiday, then maybe it's not for you. But if you like an adventure and see something different, meet lovely people and eat beautiful, really tasty food, then you definitely should come here. We loved it, we enjoyed it, every minute of it, and quite sad to go home. And how much did it cost? Is it really that cheap? So I've got this app which is really good, TripMate. I'm not endorsing anything, I just use it because it's really good at tracking how much you spend, especially if you're in a budget for long holiday. And we spent £2,442.87, which is work out as £814 per person. So what it is, it's included return flight, 10 nights accommodation in the apartment, all our food, breakfast, lunch and dinner, because it wasn't included, we was going out to eat, all the attractions. Most expensive was paragliding, of course. It cost us almost just over €100 each. Boat trip whole day, which was €47 each, and all little expenses. It doesn't include shopping, because my daughter did a lot of shopping, they're really good. It does not include, this is just the holiday expense. The only few things I added to this price is I bought 2 magnets, which you consider as a travel holiday expenses. I bought 2 magnets, my holiday plates, which was €10, and I bought a sticker for my suitcase. I stick my suitcase with stickers from all over the world wherever I've been. So £814, I think it's very, very good. It's most of the people will pay for 10 days just for flights in a hotel. Or you're thinking it's very, very expensive. Please let me know in the description. But actually, I forgot to mention that it was rent a car for 10 days and a petrol included in this price. So everything from the beginning to the end, every single penny counted. Let me know, what do you think? Is it expensive?